Paul Lil Sutton.
La Lil Sutton.
Welcome to... Ooh.
Whose pussy is this?
Hi.
What it do?
Hey.
Are you ever going to get used to me saying that?
No.
I feel like every time you're like... Where's it from? What it do, baby?
I don't know.
It's-
Gangsters?
Gang.
Gang gang.
Nah, I feel like it's from like a movie or something. I don't know what it is, but it's like... I didn't just create it.
I don't know.
Anyway. Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back to Whose Pussy Is This?
It's Yells.
Today we've got a lesson. Another one for our boys, actually. This is our second one for our boys. Kind of.
I think that it's something that they really will want to aspire to be a part of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should.
It's a behaviour. It's a way of life.
Yeah. We're talking about big dick energy.
BDE.
Big. So, like, how would you define big dick energy?
Big dick energy to me is... It's like, I guess, a guy's behaviour, how he behaves, his acts, like his demeanour.
Like unspoken confidence.
Yeah, it's his confidence. It's the way that he, like, I don't know, approaches you, the way he talks to you. It's respectful. It's what differentiates a boy from a man.
Yeah, it's confidence without cockiness.
Yes.
I just like someone who's just quietly confident. Like, they don't need to speak of what they can and cannot do and what their attributes are because their actions and behaviour speak for themselves.
Yeah, definitely. And it's about that, yeah, it's confidence for sure without being like arrogant or
Yeah.
obnoxious or
Yeah.
narcissistic or rude
Ugh,
or
narcissism.
like having some kind of expectation of a woman
Yeah.
because of who he is kind of thing.
100%.
Yeah.
And, like, I think a lot of people think that big dick energy is about having a big dick. It's not. Like,
No, dick size actually doesn't
dick
matter.
size is so irrelevant when you have manners and fucking respect.
Until you put it inside me. But
Yeah.
anyway, we're talking about the energy.
We're talking about the energy. Like, big dick energy says, like, you're a boss. That's it. You're a boss. You're daddy.
Like-
You've earned the daddy title.
Let's give a few examples. Like, did we posted this on our Instagram?
You guys
Yeah.
gave us some really fucking good, like, feedback and, like, examples, I should say.
For like one that I just love actually is when a guy asks for your phone number, not your IG.
Hard.
Like, I know that people ask for your Instagram because they want to stalk you to make sure that you're actually like fun or good looking or whatever. But if you ask for my number first, like,
Because I want to talk to you without fucking judging and analysing and making my own opinion of you first.
also like it's just kind of nice for someone to have your number. Like, no one has your number anymore. They've got your Facebook or your IG, but they
I
don't have your
hate being
phone
DM'd.
number.
Don't DM me if you're just having a chat to me and you have my number. Fucking text me. I hate that. If I want to talk to you,
Yeah.
I will text you.
Yeah, and also it means that they can call.
Exactly.
Like, I love a phone call.
Oi, big dick energy is calling me in the middle of the day. Like, don't call me at night at like 1 a.m. when you want me to come over. No. Like, if we're having enough conversation that we're texting every 1 to 2 minutes, we have the time to text that frequently, then you have the time to pick up the phone and call me.
Facts. That's big facts.
FaceTime if you've got a ginormous dick. Energy.
I do. I actually love a FaceTime. We FaceTime. It's nice. It's like you can see the other person and you actually have to make time for a FaceTime conversation, which I think is really nice because on the phone otherwise I'm always boosting around doing other shit. I'm driving, I'm at the grocery store. But when you're on FaceTime, you've actually got to kind of focus on what's going on.
And 90% of communication is nonverbal. So I want to read your facial expressions. I want to read your reactions. Like, I don't want anything lost in translation. Like, that's why there's so much fucking miscommunicating and texting. Because you can't tell. Emojis are bullshit. Just let me see your face.
Honestly, texting can be so passive aggressive too, and you can't read a tone, so you've got no idea what it can actually mean. It's like, you know, when someone says okay. Like,
Send
for
me a voice note. That's cute. Then
I
I
love
can
voice
replay
notes.
that.
Voice notes are cute also because you can't screenshot them.
Yeah. But I think
That's shady.
big dick energy is such like a broad topic, and there's so many ways that you can kind of, I don't know, display the behavior.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to kind of break it down in like different phases of like relationships, and like how big dick energy can apply to when you're single, or when you're in a relationship, or when you're courting someone,
or when you're trying to get to know someone. Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
100. So like, let's start with courting.
Okay.
So like, this could be when you just start flirting someone, whether it's online or in person at a bar, you see someone that you like. What are the kind of behaviours that you like a guy to display?
I think if someone's interested in you, like, come over and say hi. Do you
Or
not think...
give me the fucking eyes.
Give me the eyes, yeah, but guys do that all the time.
No,
like,
but, no,
if you're
but
going to
no,
do it, follow
they give
through.
you the look, but they don't hold eye contact. They've got to hold eye contact.
I like the eye contact thing, because I know that you want to fuck.
Small dick energy is like catching my eye and then being like, with the drink, you know what I mean? That's what most guys do, I think. No one holds it.
I like the hold, but also I like to follow it through. Like, don't just look me up and down and then give me eye contact and then walk away.
No.
Like, come and say what's up.
Follow it, yeah.
What it do.
And also, like, if you come up to me and my girls, acknowledge all of us. Don't just acknowledge me.
Yeah, that's true.
Like,
definitely. An introduction. Say hi to everybody in the gang.
In the gang. And I think regardless, I was having this chat with one of my girls the other day, is regardless of who you are and what you look like, I can respect any man, whether I'm interested in you or not, who has the balls to come up to me and speak to me face to face and approach me face to face. Like, I think I will never just be like, fuck off. Like, I'll still chat to you even if I'm not like into you.
Yeah.
As long as you're respectful.
It definitely depends on the tone of the conversation, for sure. Like, if someone comes up and they're chatting to you while you're working out or you're at the gym or something, if their conversation is respectful, for sure.
Yeah.
But otherwise, you're just going to be like, can I help you? Are you lost, sir?
This is what I feel. This is like a strategy I devised, and I told one of my guy friends to do. If there's a girl at the gym that you're interested in, I feel like approaching her during her workout is just fucking annoying. Like, don't ruin my vibe. I'm on my fucking gain train. Like,
not only that, like,
I'm doing my sets.
How ugly are you at the gym?
Yeah.
Like, you're red and you're sweaty. You're not wearing any makeup. Like, I mean, we're fine.
I look
but
fire
we're still,
anyway.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, don't come up to me when I'm like, not in my...
You know what my least favorite thing that guys do at the gym to try to like get in on you is like, oh, when are you finished with this set? Or can I jump in between sets with you? I'm like, no, fuck off. Like, wait 5 minutes for me to finish my set and then you can take the equipment. Like, I don't want to share. Like, look how big this gym is. I don't pay X amount of money a week to share this piece of equipment with you. You can wait.
Okay, I feel like you feel very strongly about that.
No, I think it's because I get that all the time.
Do you?
Yeah.
That's what happens when you lift weights with the big boys.
You know. But one thing I think you could do is if you see where I keep my bag or something, or like, even if you approach me after my workout, I wrote like, because I don't know, depends what kind of gym setup you have, but if you can see where I put my bag and you can leave me a little note and then like put your IG handle, so that way I can like suss you out first and then like be like, oh yeah, this is my type of person, and then I can hit you up. Like, put the ball in her court.
Okay. Yeah, I see it. I would never, ever appreciate someone doing that. I'd be like, you're fucking weird. Don't leave your fucking weird note on my bag. What the fuck? You giving me your IG? Are you looking for followers?
No. But like,
no, but that's what I would do.
Yeah. But like, I feel like you couldn't just give me your number, because like, I wouldn't be like, who the fuck is Greg? Like, you know what I mean? And the number, I wouldn't want to text you not knowing what you look like and what you're about.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't know. I think for me, if you're going to take the big dick, your big balls, your big boy balls, and you're going to put a note on my bag, I would just be like, just come and say hi.
Yeah, but then that's only if you can't really get a hold of me during my workout and like in the exchanges of the gym and say you've been looking at.
Do you know what I always think though, when I'm at the gym and I see like a hot guy and I miss my opportunity to talk to him, I'm like, oh, if it's meant to be, the universe will bring us together. Yeah. And the number of times that I've seen the same guy again, I'm like, okay, when am I going to pick up my lady balls and do something about it, you know?
The gym is hard, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't like being approached at the gym.
No, I mean, the gym is just our example right now, but then where would you like to be approached? Like when you're having your lunch somewhere? Like, there's not really a very appropriate time always when when it's a situation that's quite a fleeting moment, right?
Yeah.
For it to happen. Like if I'm sitting down at a cafe or I'm like having my lunch or a coffee or something, 9 times out of 10 I've got my headphones in because I don't want any cunt to come and talk to me.
Yeah. Well, I guess like that's why you have to be in those scenarios. I guess group classes, that's what group classes are for.
Well, but also just the approach in general. Like it's going to take big balls for someone to come up to you. So at the very least a woman could be like, hi. What do you want?
Yeah. Yeah, or maybe you should just start with, if it's at the gym, sorry to interrupt.
Yes, that's nice. That's communication right there.
That right there is acknowledgement of your behaviour. But what else in courting? I think... What about the club scenario again? If he, like, say you got chatting with the guy.
Okay, I was going to say, if I was at a club chatting with some guy, and I don't know, to me that's not really courting. Like, I feel like that's a environment where it's more of a casual situation. Most guys, when they go out, are trying to, like, hit on any girl that they can to take home.
Are they?
Surely. They're just going to shoot their shot with whoever they can. I
like that in Sydney, but in New Zealand, no one approaches me the way they do in Sydney. Like, no one, like, hollers at me here.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really go out that much. So I can't really vouch for it. But New Zealanders are very, very shy.
They're very shy.
They hold back quite a bit. They definitely expect a lot more. Also, we're very intimidating kind of women when we go out.
Yeah.
Like, imagine us, plus all of our girls, when we go out and do shit, I wouldn't want to approach us.
Also, like, I pretty much... The best way to approach me at the club is just, like, to dance with me. If you're a good dancer... I will catch your vibe and we'll dance together. I'm sorry, I can't date anyone that can't dance. Just like full stop.
Yeah, well, if you know that someone can dance, then you know that they got the moves.
Hey, I got the moves.
The hips.
I think that's what for me would be the best way to approach me in the club.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of guys that I've like danced with and hooked up with before I even know their name.
Yeah, I'm quite different when I go out. I'm not into it.
I don't know. I think I'm just such like a... Yeah, I like that energy. Like
but you're a little bit younger than me. Your vibe's a little bit different out versus what mine would be.
Yeah.
So that's different. I think in courting though, if we're kind of talking about that, someone who, if they want to take you out, they make a plan for a date.
Yeah.
So that is big dick energy to me. That's being like, so you've agreed to go out with this person, and
Give
then they
me specifics.
I'm going to pick you up at this time, or I'm going to take you here for dinner. What do you like to eat? I've booked a table. I've done this. Like those little things that people don't do anymore. Like a guy might be like, oh yeah, meet me here at 7. Or they might pick you up and then be like, what do you want to do? And you're like, have you not thought about this?
Yeah. Well, it's like a fucking...
What do you mean what I want to do?
Wait, it should just be as important as the details of a wedding. Give me the time, give me the place, give me the address. You can ask for my dietary requirements.
Yeah.
Some requests maybe. But
just give me the aux cord.
The aux cord. But also like, it's like our job to RSVP. Like if you have the balls to like give me all the time and place, I will make sure that I follow up and make sure, hey, like, are we still on for this day? And then
definitely.
Yeah.
Make a plan. I think it's so important to make a fucking plan. Like, there's nothing worse than someone who apparently wants to take you out or apparently wants to see you and then goes, oh, what do you want to do? Oh, I don't know. What do you want to do? Oh,
you
what
ask
do you
me
feel
out,
like
so
eating?
you fucking decide.
Well, excuse me, you're trying to win all of this, so maybe you should work for it.
Yeah, like, because when I ask guys out on dates, because I have in the past, like, I will always, like, I'll choose a spot, but I will always go in expecting to pay for both of us.
Always, to pay for the full bill or 50-50.
Yeah, but if I've asked you out, I will make the effort to make sure that I pay.
Yeah.
Because I was the one that, like,
wanted to take you. Yeah. I think that's something that actually women in general should just do. Like, if you are going out with someone, make sure you've got enough money to pay at least half the bill. If you're going, like, don't just go out and expect that the guy will pay, because it's 2019. Like, you shouldn't expect people to pay your fucking shit.
No.
Like,
if you don't
afford it, then don't go out. Yeah. Simple.
Like, if you're not financially stable, you just shouldn't be dating in the first place, is what I think.
Yeah,
Like,
it's true.
as an adult. Like, I get it when you're a teenager, that shit doesn't matter.
Yeah, but no, as an adult, you need to be
Yeah.
able to have the funds to do shit. Otherwise, what's the point?
Okay, I guess we can go into, like, dating now.
Yeah, relationships, dating, yeah.
Okay, say it's, like, your first date.
Mm-hmm.
You get on this date with this guy. What are, like, some big dick energy moves, like, throughout the date? Say it's a dinner, face-to-face. I think it should be face-to-face, like, some kind of interaction on a first date. I don't want to go to the movies for our first date.
I don't like movies in general when I'm dating. Like,
Yeah.
if we're going out to a movie, like, if it's Netflix and chill, we get it. You want to fuck. But, like, going to a movie, for me, how am I going to get to know you?
We're
if
not
sat
face-to-face.
Sat next to each other for 3 hours in silence in the dark.
Yeah, no, it's not the right way to get to know me. Like,
All I'm going to know is how much popcorn you eat and how fast and how you're not sharing it with me.
yeah, facts.
And then I don't like you.
But yeah, I feel like people who ask me to the movies on the first date, that just says that you just want to find a way to, like, break physical contact without being like, hey, I want to fuck you.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, it just there's no interaction whatsoever.
Yeah.
You can maybe just be like, oh my god, that was scary. Haha, funny.
Yeah, I feel like movies
what are you
is something
gonna-
you do when you're already dating.
You're like in a relationship or
Yeah.
you're dating and
Yeah.
you're like, let's go to the movies tonight.
Oh, I really want to see this movie, babe. Can you come watch it with me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or when you've already fucked and you've got some kind of chemistry, you can cuddle and shit and maybe do some freaky things
Yeah,
in the
suck a
back.
dick in the movies. It's fun.
In the back, yeah.
Have you fucked in a cinema?
I haven't.
I have. But it was like...
I've had sex in a lot of random places. A cinema is not one of them.
The way I did it, though, is like back corner, dark.
Did you just sit on him?
I sat on him, yeah. And just like put the towel... Not the towel.
The towel
Bring
down.
your towel to the
Put a
movies.
towel down.
Put the jacket over your waist and you're just like cuddling, but the low-key you're like...
But like, for how long? Did you finish?
I've had sex with a few guys in the cinema. Maybe 2. This is before I moved out of home. So.
This is like, yeah, it's like those desperate ones. It's
Those
like when you
desperate
fuck in
ones.
the backseat of the car and shit. Like, we've all been there.
But even then, like, sometimes it's just like the thrill of like getting caught.
I've been caught having sex before.
Wait, I have too.
It's so embarrassing.
Like in the disabled toilet. We didn't lock the door and he was like full pants down and then I was like, hey!
Oi, that's so funny. No, I got caught. This was when I was like quite young in the back seat of my ex-boyfriend's car, and we were parked up in like a, I don't know, like a car park kind of hidden somewhere, and security came by,
Yeah.
and the security was like banging on the window. I was on top of him, and the security guard was a woman.
Yeah.
It was pretty mortifying because I was like, oh my god,
That's so funny.
it's so embarrassing. And then also my ex-boyfriend's uncle walked in on us once, and I think also my ex-boyfriend's mum.
I love that. I haven't been caught that many times. I haven't been caught by anyone I know, thank God.
And actually the ex-boyfriend's mum was really embarrassing because then that night was like we were cooking dinner, and so I was like crept upstairs. I was like, okay, cool, she's not here. Walked in, and then all of a sudden she pops up from like behind the kitchen bench, and I was like, fuck. Hello.
Me again.
Oh, hello.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
so embarrassing.
But yeah, back to like the first date scenario.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, got a bit off track there.
Yeah, so like a dinner is nice, or you could do something kind of fun, like go temping bowling.
Yeah, I feel like anything that's like activity based, so like whether it's putt or like going to an arcade to play games, like bowling, those physical activities also give you like lots of little excuses to touch each other.
Yeah.
But you can still talk, and you also have that kind of fun rivalry on the first date.
Yeah.
I think it's really nice on a first date to not just... I feel like everyone, when they meet someone, they want to make a good impression, right?
Yeah.
So that you just end up having like really nice chat because you want to be nice, but having rivalry means you have that push and pull.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have that push and pull. It's flirtation. It's like challenging.
It's an energy as well.
Yeah.
That's something different. It's kind of fun for sure. And it also means that you have to step out of your comfort zone a little bit.
Yeah. Shannon
Yeah.
Booty says this in her book, is like when sparks, what creates sparks? Friction. So you need to have that little bit of like almost like light-hearted like conflict.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Just to see how you kind of like bounce off each other.
So with big dick energy in this regard, would you want a guy to say he's decided that that's what you guys are doing, or would you want him to ask you?
I think it's cool if he's like, okay, I've got 3 options for you. We can do this, 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 or maybe all of the above.
Yeah, I think it's important for them to actually ask you rather than just be like, this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
I've decided this. Like, yes, make a plan for sure. So, like we said before, like, make a plan. That's nice. I want to know, okay, cool. It's 7 o'clock. You're picking me up. We're going to go get something to eat, and then we're going to do something else. But you're going to ask me what that is.
Yeah, because the order of things and what we're doing is so essential to what I'm wearing.
I need to know.
I need to know.
I don't like, I actually hate surprises. I fucking hate surprises. I do. Like, I need to know what I'm wearing. It's important. I want to know, like, what shoes I'm wearing. Like, is my hair up or down? Is it cold? Do I wear a jacket? Can I wear something a little bit flirty?
Can I bend down in it? Can I squat in it?
Am I going to be, like, a little bit hoey? Or, like...
Are my tits out or are they in? Like,
tits should be out.
I feel like you have to show one feature on your first date. Like... either wear some really nice tight jeans that make your ass look good and a loose flowy top, or the opposite, like tits out but like casual jeans. Like, just show one. Or maybe, oh no, isn't it 2? So you could do like I think it's tits, back and ass, and you've got to show 2.
Oh, okay. I just wear whatever I feel comfortable in, and I know that I look bombing.
Yeah.
And also I'm always serving face.
Also, I feel like if you can tell that we're vibing and that I'm into you, fucking kiss me on the first date.
Make a move, for sure.
I don't like first dates without a kiss. Like, as in, unless I don't like you.
If it's a date that you can feel that there's definitely something.
Energy.
Or it's a date to get to know someone because you kind of want to fuck them or something. I mentioned this in one of our podcasts recently where, like, I went out with someone and I just was like, I don't understand, like, does he want to rip my clothes off or not? Like, I still want to know that you want to...
Like, if I'm already, like, being touchy like this to you, and, like, we're already comfortable like this, you can kiss me. Like, that says enough.
Yeah.
Like, if I don't want you at all, like, I won't have any physical contact with you.
My body language will show.
So, yeah.
And so will my face. Like, I can't hide shit on my emotions.
And, like, I think the sooner the better. Obviously, right time, right place. But the sooner that you can get that kiss out of the way, I feel like that gets rid of all, like, all the tension.
It's like when you first fuck.
Yeah.
The first time you have sex with someone, like, it's a little bit weird, a bit awkward, kind of, but still it's usually pretty good if you've got chemistry. But the first one is always a bit weird. The second time around, you're like, whole shit is going down.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, big dick energy on the first date is if you like each other, make plans for the second date at the end of the first date.
Yeah, make a second date. That's a nice idea.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like, if, like, big dick energy would be, like, to me, like, we're talking, we're getting along, and you go, and, like, maybe you guys she talks about something that she likes, like, oh, I love this cafe, they do this, and that, like, and then he goes, okay, that's what we're doing for our second date then. I'd be like, oh.
Oh, okay, I'll take you then.
Okay.
Yeah. And relationships, though, so if that's first date, what about, like, something that's been established, maybe 3-6 months down the track?
We had some really freaking cute ones. Like,
oh, should we read them?
Yeah, like one of them was just like making my bed. Like, that's just fucking nice.
Making my bed, that's so cute. Especially, well, if you're the last one to leave it.
Yeah, I just feel like it's just nice to know I got you. Let me find some of these other ones.
There was one I do remember who the guy, like, grabbed her and they were dancing in the street with a busker.
She goes, asks me to slow dance in the middle of the street to a busker, not caring that people are watching. That's fucking cute.
That is big dick energy there.
I'd be fucking in love. Like, I'd be, like, pussy dripping. I'd be obsessed if you did that to me.
Yeah, that's cute.
I love guys that don't give a fuck what other people think.
It's true. It's that ego thing.
Yeah.
It's just pushing past it.
Here's another one. Made my entire family vegan curry and surprised us at the airport with flowers after a trip. Fuck yeah.
Bless. Do these men have brothers?
Honestly, hard.
Dads? No.
Visits my nan with me sometimes late at night because he knows family is important to me.
So cute.
So fucking cute.
See, that's cute. And it's still big dick energy. It's not soppy and, like... It's not pussy behaviour.
Yeah.
You know how lots of guys are like, oh, I don't want to do that because it makes me a pussy.
No.
That doesn't. That makes you get pussy.
That makes you maintain the pussy and keep the pussy.
You get the pussy.
It's how you keep it. Like, it's just all about I think a lot of that has to do with being thoughtful.
Thoughtful, considerate, just like, and kind of just actually caring.
Showing that you listen. Listening is, like a guy that like really listens to what I say.
Yeah, an
like,
active
and the
listener.
details, like, is just, yeah. That's
And when they
big
bring
dick
it
energy.
back up to you as well, like if they ask you like, oh, you told me this, blah, 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 and you're like, what the fuck, you were actually listening? Oh my God, amazing. And then you can talk about it. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want someone that knows me better than I know myself.
It's like,
relationship-wise.
Again, we talk about the indecision as a decision, and, you know, men are simple creatures. If they want something, they're going to make it happen, blah, blah, blah. If they, like, actually ask you about how your day is, like, I mean, we know we talk about this when the friends with benefits, not to ask how your day is, but like,
when you're in
someone
a relationship,
who you're dating or you're seeing them, you're in a relationship, and they ask you questions and they actually care about what you've got to say, or they want to know, like, oh, you went to the doctor, how did it go?
Yeah.
Or something. Like, they understand there's milestones in your life or things that are going on, and they genuinely want to see what's happening.
Yeah, 100%. And I think also big dick energy is just like communicating your emotions, not being scared to tell me when you don't like something, or tell me when you're feeling uncomfortable in certain ways, obviously in a polite manner, but like communication is so key to us, like fixing things as a couple and building our relationship and always maintaining the same page and getting where we want to be. Like, that's big dick energy.
Big dick energy for sure. Like, I've said as well, in any relationship, I think it needs like 3 massive pillars: commitment, communication, and trust. And trust is earned, not given. So you have to earn trust by communicating and by committing. By committing to me. So if you can commit and you can communicate, then you can build trust together, and you've got like a foundation for a really successful relationship.
Yeah.
I think those things are so important. Communicating, like, I would rather someone who would over communicate, who would say too much than not enough.
Yeah.
Like, it's like drawing blood from a stone when you're trying to talk to someone and they just shut down.
Exactly.
Like, I said to someone the other day, they'd had an argument with their boyfriend before they went to sleep, and I was like, you can't go to bed angry. And like, they were like, I know, but I was just so tired. And I'm like, no, I understand, but like, if you don't end an argument or fix it or whatever, and you go to bed with that energy, I think going to bed angry is really not a safe, I guess, like a smart way to communicate in your relationship. And it also means that you end, I don't know, it just doesn't feel finished. And then
you also have to understand how you guys deal with conflict, because people deal with conflict differently.
Yeah, but I still feel like, you know, when an argument is unresolved, if you don't finish it, you end up building up a lot of resentment. Yeah. And then it all comes out in the end.
And it just like comes out over something really petty.
Yeah.
But I'm the type of person that I get really, really hot-headed when I'm really angry. Like, if we're in the moment, like if you try to sort it out with me straight away, like, it's not going to happen, because I'm just going to say really spiteful things and I'm not going to say anything that I mean. So if you're like me, obviously don't go to bed angry, but give me like
you need
time
space.
to cool down.
Yeah.
Go make me tea, and then go watch your game while I have my tea, and then come back. But like, I'm real stubborn. Like, you need to like cuddle me and be like, babe, let's sort it out. And I'm like, no. And then I'll like warm up.
Yeah.
Physical touch will like get me around.
I'm definitely the same. Like, I try not to also, like, I think any kind of like argument or whatever that you have, I really try not to react when I'm feeling emotional, because I think when emotional comes into play, it can be, it overrides everything else, because it gets too personal. And that's like when you say things you don't mean, or you just are spiteful, or you say the wrong thing or whatever. So I try not to have an emotional reaction when I can. So if it's an argument, I want to step back, I'll have a cup of tea, I'll leave me alone for a bit, and then I'll come to you when I've cooled down a little.
Yeah. I think throughout any kind of stage in your relationship, big dick energy always revolves around having really clear communication and really being able to, one, know what you want from the get-go.
Yeah.
Know the kind of person you are, know what you need in a relationship, and communicate when you are receiving it and when you aren't receiving it, and like be open to finding ways to resolve it with your partner.
Yeah. Definitely.
So if you don't like something really, really early on in the relationship, even if it's like first, second date, flag it, because if you start letting these like little things slide, that's when they start becoming bigger issues.
And they also become habits, and they're things
they become trends in the relationship.
Yeah, they become a thing that person does that you haven't called them out on
because you haven't set a boundary.
Yeah.
It's way easier to set the boundary early on than way later on when they've already developed some kind of habit.
Exactly. We did want to read a post kind of about this that we sort of found, which is actually really interesting. It makes perfect sense though. So you want to pay attention to these signs. So if a person can go a whole day without talking to you, then tell him or her to go a couple of more. If they don't care enough to check up on you and see how your day is going, then take that as a sign. If they go 5 or 6 hours without returning your text, then don't explain what took them so long. It's a sign. If you tell them about something important like a potential promotion or a doctor's appointment and they don't call or text to see how it went, sign. If you're always the one to initiate contact, sign. If you tell them about something that they did that upset you, but they are not apologetic and instead have excuses, sign. If they are only attentive when they need something from you, sign. If they take from you but rarely give, sign. If you do things for them and they seem unappreciative, it's a sign. If you feel like you're being used, sign. Need I see more? These are all signs that are not genuine. And it's so true. These are the red flags that you ignore maybe in the first little bit because you're too afraid to bring it up. Fucking say something.
Yeah. Well, that's what distinguishes the difference between a boy and a man.
100%.
Like these little actions, you won't see that from an alpha, at all.
No, exactly. A man will always know when he's been wrong and he will apologize to you. If someone makes you feel bad, he's going to try and rectify that with you.
Taking accountability is fucking sexy. Being like, hey babe, I know that I really fucked up here. It's not what I meant, but I totally understand where you're coming from and how that would have upset you. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z to rectify it, and I'm not going to do it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, there's nothing wrong with fucking up. We all fuck up. It's just about acknowledging where you have fucked up and making the moves to make it better.
100%.
But yeah, I guess I feel like we've covered that.
We've definitely.
What else would you say is the difference that you feel the difference when you date someone who's got big dick energy versus a boy?
I just think it comes down to respect a lot of the time as well.
Respect is such a big thing.
This is the same with casual relationships and big dick energy in the bedroom. Respect underlies all of it. Because without it, it clearly means proves that you don't mean anything to that person.
Yeah.
I don't disrespect anyone, and I respect people who I like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And who I have a respect for.
Big dick energy in the bedroom. Fucking give and take.
Mm-hmm.
Give.
Push pull.
Yeah. Eat my pussy as much as I eat your cock.
More actually.
Because it takes us 5 times longer to get there. So really, you have to do 5 times the work to balance it out.
It's kind of like, have you seen that thing? It's like men should give you flowers as often as they get blowjobs.
Oh yeah,
I would have so many flowers.
I'd have a garden.
That's the kind of wifey I am. Facts.
But yeah, I feel like also communication is also relevant in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Finding out what works for me. Don't assume that what works for your ex works for me.
Ooh,
don't fuck me like you fucked your ex.
Do not put the moves on me that your ex-girlfriend liked. That is so yuck. Yeah, but I think also boys don't know how to communicate or respect you or say what they feel or whatever. They haven't grown enough.
No.
And so a man is always more mature about it, and
it's self-awareness. Self-awareness is such a big thing. Being able to acknowledge where you fall short is, even as a woman, it comes back to big clit energy as well.
Big clit energy, it's the same. It's that behavior and that acknowledgement. It's the difference between a woman and a girl.
Yeah.
You can be talking to someone who's younger than you, but if they've got a level of respect for you and they understand that you're a woman and not just another girl, the way that they should talk to you is differently.
Exactly. And it also taking accountability as a woman is is he actually being rude to you, or are you just being erratic?
Or are you a bitch and that's why he's being rude to you, because you're actually not being polite either.
Yeah, I think there's a real kind of fucked up thing where a lot of women have this immediate reaction is anger and pushing back, I guess this whole feminist wave, a lot of women push back really a lot because of their opinions and values, and like that's all good and fine, but you can still have an opinion and be respectful and voice it in a really like approachable manner.
Yeah, definitely. And like you don't need to fight back with every single thing.
Yeah.
Like, but then also there's the other spectrum of women who all just like fall in love at a drop of a hat, and it's like,
and they drop all their boundaries.
They have their expectations are so way up here, and their boundaries are so low because they just have no idea what they actually want.
Yeah,
that's a difference again between the woman and a girl and someone with big energy.
Yeah, but maybe we need to have like a guy in our podcast to like tell us what they like it in a relationship.
We actually are still scouting for this man.
Yes.
So we've got a meeting with 2 tonight. But if you guys do know of anyone who you think would be a really great fit, we were also talking about having maybe an anonymous guest because we discovered that lots of guys didn't feel comfortable being filmed, which is fair enough. Which is actually fair enough. Like, we've shared so much that this is kind of nothing to us, but for some people, I guess putting all of your stuff out there, although we're not asking you to share your own personal experience. But yeah, if you do know of any guys, it'd be really cool to get them to DM us or whatever. So we can get that going.
Yeah.
2. Okay, cool.
Cool.
That's big dick energy for you.
See you in the DMs.
Bye.
That's it for this episode, fam. Thanks for listening.
If you have any questions, topics, or suggestions, you can DM us on Instagram. The link is in our bio.
And don't forget, whose pussy is this?
It's yours.
Deuces.
Bye.